saying things like, oh, UMG is bribing, doing payola, and using illegal bots to boost or artificially boost the popularity of They're Not Like Us. That's just one of so many alleges that Drake is having. Another one is saying is that he UMG is paying Spotify a 33% licensing fee to do some tech stuff, whatever, to lower his streams when it comes to They're Not Like Us. So everything is to prop up Kendrick and devalue Drake. Also saying that sometimes when people say like, "Hey, can you play Certified Lover Boy?" They're playing Kendrick instead of Drake at the moment, right? Or that he's paying, that UMG is paying people or third parties, five grand to gain 30 million streams for the song They're Not Like Us. So that's what he is alleging. And apparently, there's a second pre-action filing stating that They're Not Like Us should have been stopped by the label because Kendrick is telling the good people, us, the listeners, the customers, the fans, that that Drake is a pedophile, and because of that, they should have
We
stopped
gotta
it.
hold on. We gotta say PDF file because YouTube will shut
Oh,
us down.
excuse me,
A PDF,
PDF file. I like that
PDF file.
PDF file. Right, he's a PDF file, and they should have stopped it, but they didn't, and pretty much it's like defamation. I know that was a lot, man. So, what is your take on the massive downfall of Mr. Aubrey Graham?
Drake is moving in Drake fashion, which is 100% by emotion. The funny thing about it is everything that Drake does is falling right into the hands of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar
Facts.
has been so smart and methodical about how he was going to take Drake apart piece by piece. It's
Mm-hmm.
death by a thousand cuts.
Mm.
This man makes the opus, if you will, the opus of the laundry list of diss songs that he has against Drake. And what is
Mm-hmm.
the one that really hits? The one that really hits is They Not Like Us. And the whole premise of the song
Mm-hmm.
is Drake is not of the culture. Drake is not hip hop. Drake is a pop artist and he does things and he moves in a way that a hip hop head should not move in that way. All right. And
Mm-hmm.
everything that Drake does is just feeding more and more into um this whole song of again, They Not Like Us. What rap beef,
Mm-hmm.
G, has ever ended in a lawsuit? It's like you didn't like what he said so much
Right.
that now you got to go to HR because of a coworker.
Right.
Like, bro, what part of the game is that? Like, I that's not hip hop, like even a little bit, right? So it's
Right.
feeding into it. But here's the thing, and this is the part that people are probably not even really paying much attention to.
All right.
If you thought the pop out was bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
With he played They Not Like Us back to back, probably like 8 or 9 times in a row. Wait till he performs that song at the
Mm. Mm.
the biggest event of the year.
Right.
Okay, an event where literally the whole world is tuned in. He's going to end Drake's career, but finally, like definitively. I think his career. I think he's going to go the route of Ja Rule, bro. I really feel that.
That's a
I
big
feel like
take,
after
man.
the Super Bowl, I feel like right now we're not there yet,
Right.
but I feel like once Kendrick does what Kendrick is going to do in the Super Bowl,
Mm.
like there's no escaping for Drake, and I think he's going to go the Ja Rule route.
All right, man. So everybody right now is clowning Drake, right? Drake is the butt of all jokes. There's going to be memes from now until whenever, right? Until this case allegedly gets settled, right? Because apparently, there's some tinfoil theories going on out there, RA. That people are
Okay.
saying that he's in the middle of renegotiations. So maybe this is like a Kanye West move where he's trying to throw dirt on his company to like let him go, split evens, Stevens, or to possibly get more money out of the same company that gave you 400 million dollars. You know what I'm saying? Or is there really an amount of money that he is missing from this beef that started? So Drake is trying to uh, throw in the fact that his business is not correct with his parent company. So, that's one of the theories going on, is that this is all really a power play, or this is really just corporate moves. Again, it's leading by emotion. Whenever he makes an appearance, you can tell that he's bothered by it. From the stream with QXC, he's one of the biggest streamers out there. And
Bro, his hair's falling out. Did you see it?
what is the braids?
Drake, Drake, he bent down like this. He got
They're
a whole LeBron
gone.
James situation
They're
going
gone,
on
man.
top.
Listen, man. And I remember during that stream, he made that sly remark like, "Yeah, rap is weird." And again, it's all because it's not going in your favor. None of this would come out if everything was going his way. And
Exactly.
whenever you battle, man, and whenever you take an L, you take it like a man. And everything that he is doing is not alpha. You know what I'm saying? He's being the biggest of sore losers. He should go on the show, biggest loser. You know what I'm saying? To trying to find a way to like build back himself again.
Bam. I think it's one of those situations where Drake had everything to lose and nothing to gain from this whole
Mm-hmm.
battle. Like I think
True.
the delusion is so real with Drake. I really think Drake doesn't believe that he's a pop artist. It's
Mm.
like if you're a pop artist, the worst thing that could possibly happen to you is you're no longer popular. Because if you're not popular no more, you're not pop. So he had really nothing to gain from this whole thing. It's like even if he went to a war with Kendrick, what
Mm-hmm.
he should have did if he was going to do it, put out your best like maybe two joints, right?
Right.
Let Kendrick put out two or three. I think if he left it at two, I don't think Kendrick puts out Not Like Us. I don't think he puts it out.
Good point.
I think he puts it out because it kept elevating and it kept
Right.
escalating, and
Right.
that was that was like the icing on the cake or whatever, right? So what he should have did, what Drake should have did, if he's going to do it, the best
Mm-hmm.
thing would have been to just keep doing the subliminal shots because you already on top, Drake.
Right.
Drake makes
Right.
something like $100 million a year just on touring. That's
Good
not
money.
even from his catalog, that
Right.
money, just from touring, 100
Mm-hmm.
million. Why would you mess that up because you let your ego get the best of you, right?
Mm.
It's ridiculous. And in fact, if you just put out one or two diss songs, if you just felt like you just had to be macho and yo, I'm hip hop, I gotta let them know, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm from these New York streets. You ain't. But if you felt like that, you felt like a New Yorker from the mid '90s,
Right.
a member of Wu-Tang Clan or something. If you felt that in
Mm.
your bones a little bit, do it. Put out one or two songs and let that be that, right? He didn't do that. He tried to see the thing through to the end,
Right.
you know, A for effort. But nigga, nobody would have faulted you if you had just lost to Kendrick Lamar. Because Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest lyricists of all time. Nobody would have been like,
Big
oh, well,
facts.
Drake, you whack because you lost to Kendrick. That's like losing to Mike Tyson. That would be like if Jake Paul lost to Mike Tyson, but this was 30 years ago, Mike Tyson. Nobody's gonna blame you for losing a mic.
Mm.
Everybody loses the mic. You know what I'm saying? It's no shame to lose to somebody who's either the greatest or one of the
Right.
top five greatest. There's no shame in that. He should have did that, made one or two songs, left
Mm.
it alone,
Mm.
stopped being emotional, and got back to the money. He didn't do that. He tried to
Right.
see it through. He
Right.
put that man's woman in the songs.
Yeah, he
Big
did.
mistake.
He did.
Big mistake.
Poking the
And
bear.
now we are. This is where we at. It's gonna hit him in his pockets.
I got a question for you, man.
Okay.
What does Ja Rule got to say about this? Where is Ja when you
I should
need
clip
him?
that out. Where's Ja? Like that Dave Chappelle episode. We gotta know what Ja Rule is thinking about this.
We gotta know what Ja
Oh,
is thinking, man. Two,
yo,
it's
that's Drake is on his way to the.
listen, man. Can you imagine if Biggie would have sued Tupac when he did hit him up, or Mobb Deep suing Tupac when he did hit him up? Can you imagine? Can you imagine Jay-Z suing Nas, but Nas said you got them A's, dick sucking lips. You know what I'm saying? I
He
mean,
called him Joe Campbell.
dude,
Now
there's
you
been
know
so
that
much,
hurt Jay-Z a little bit.
a
You know that
little
hurt
bit,
Jay.
a little
Cause
bit,
he kind of do look like Joe Campbell a little
a
bit. That
little
was
bit.
kind of spot
Like
on.
imagine our great rap beefs and somebody files papers saying, "Oh, the company prop." Hold on, this is my other thing too, man. Both artists is on UMG, right? So talking like a D boy, why would I step on my product when both of my work is going up? Why would I step on one despite the other one? It don't make sense to me that a huge musical company is saying, you know what? Let's downplay Drake. Let's not, prop him up. If anything, Drake is your biggest star on the label. You should put more money into his shit to combat what Kendrick is doing. You know what I'm
On
saying?
top of the fact, on top of the fact that it's like not only is he their biggest artist, but on top of the fact it's what Kendrick is accusing him of. If Kendrick was just on some regular, hip hop battle stuff like yo, you whack, yo, your
Mhm.
rhymes is whack. You know how battle rap used to be back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You can't rhyme, you ugly. Just little personal attacks like that.
Right.
That's one thing.
Mhm.
Drake, I mean, Kendrick is literally accusing him of being a PDF file. So
Yeah.
if you're the company, why would you want to elevate a song that could potentially end the career
Of your
of your
biggest
highest
artist.
earner? That ain't no rounding of that square. That round round in the circle. However,
I
look,
get it.
however the
I get
saying
it.
go,
I
the
get it,
math ain't
man.
mathing is the
Math,
point.
that's
Okay,
right. That math and math. Exactly.
it
It's
don't make no sense,
it's just
bro.
weird, man, that this is the avenue that he's taking. Now some people will say, like, yo, this is not about the beef, it's not about Kendrick, it's about the business. My company did not support me. They did some scheming. That's why there's a civilian RICO in the wording of the documents saying that UMG is this company that's doing criminal some criminal scheming because they favor Kendrick over Drake. It's just so asinine to me. There is some merit to it. Like it it will be effed up if through some type of corporate proceedings that UMG did some behind the scenes foolery to make not like
Mhm.
us more popular than what Drake dropped, right? But my thing is, what about you, Drake? Everything that you're alleging of them doing for
Oh,
Kendrick, you're telling me that throughout your 15-year career with them, they never did it the same for you for any of your other projects. So why is the spotlight on this and not about what you have done and what the company has done for you?
I think this is just proof positive that Drake is the same man that we get in his songs, just
Mm.
overly emotional, and he moves with emotion. Because I guarantee you, he hasn't looked at it from that angle. And here's another thing, and this is like the last thing I'll say about it.
Mhm.
Even if it's true, which we don't have no evidence that it is, but even if it's
Exactly.
true,
Right.
you're talking about not even though you filed these papers in court and for
Mhm.
court, that has nothing to do with the court of popular opinion. It's going to look 10 times worse on you because you brought attention to it in
Mhm.
this manner as opposed to if you found evidence of it, how about you just post the evidence online? Like, okay, well, such and such happened, and
Mhm.
here's my proof that it happened. I'm not
Mhm.
just being, because the song that was against me, it was a hit song and blah blah blah. No, it's not just that fact. It's the fact that Drake, I mean, why am I gonna call it Drake, Kendrick, and Kendrick Drake? I don't know what I think it's the K's in their name. They both
Yeah.
got K's in their name, and I don't know,
Right.
it's weird. But it's like if he would have did it that way, I think people would look at it differently. But
Mhm.
he goes on and he files motions in court, man. And it's the same thing that Rick Ross was talking about when Rick Ross was dissing him. It's like you send a cease and desist to French Montana. He sent a cease and desist for the Future and Kendrick song or whatever
Mm,
like that. It's like it's a repetitive pattern with him, and all he's doing is falling in the trap that Kendrick set in the song. They not like us by repeatedly showing the reason why he's not like us. It's ridiculous.
this is my last bit too. I'm gonna tell you who's going to be the biggest losers out of this, and it will be the Drake stands. I would
Oh, absolutely,
love to see how they're going to
absolutely.
spin this into a win for them. I'm ready for I'm ready for it, man. I can only imagine just the amount of glazing that this is going to occur over the next few weeks, man.
The record number of glazing because it's stay out there and it's ridiculous. And Drake brought this on himself. He should just
Mm,
kept making music, and it is what it is, man. But that's all I got. G, you got anything else?
that's it, man. Once more, if and again, this is all in fun. I thought this beef was done with. I thought we moved on. You know,
I didn't, bro.
I
Kendrick is insane.
he's a mad scientist, right?
Kendrick is crazy, man.
He is like the ultimate plotter. Like, you know what? I'm gonna drop an album right before Super Bowl. I'm gonna ride this wave for a minute. I'm gonna do everything that academics said I wasn't doing. You say I
Oh,
want to get
real quick though,
involved.
I will add this one part. Do you think, and this
Mhm.
makes Drake look even worse?
Okay.
He comes out with his lawsuit today. Today is what, Tuesday?
Yep. Tuesday.
Kendrick drops his album Friday. It's been nothing but Kendrick for the past 3 days. Busta
That's
is all
everywhere.
you hear
You can't.
everywhere.
You
Kendrick got
can't.
a number one album,
Mm,
and 3 days later, Drake drops a lawsuit. Is this a coincidence?
it's hater. It's hating,
Ain't no
man.
way.
It's
It's
hate.
come on, bro.
Right.
Drake going,
It's
Drake
hate,
going
man.
off
Oh,
bad,
dog.
bro.
It is. It's kind of like whenever. Remember, there was that thing where Nas would drop an album, and then out of nowhere, Jay Z
Hove
dropped
drop an
something
album
too.
like yeah,
It's like that,
which
man.
was funny. I feel like people didn't make a big enough deal about that because it happened like 5 or 6 times in a row. It's kind of wild, but that it is what it is with that. I just feel like Drake should have saw this coming, and like he just keeps falling for it. He falls for the okie doke every single time, man, and it's not looking good for him.
This is my last point, right? And somebody said this on Twitter. Good point, right? Drake dropped 100 gigs without the company's help, right? And he took it down, put it on DSPs, the songs that made it, right? After that, he dropped a few more songs, No Face, some Dance Hall, Top of Bob, and some other joints, right? Futures, right? But none of them popped. None of them stayed. I don't see no memes, no posts regarding those songs. To me, it feels like you do need a machine like UMG to push your shit. You're trying to tell, I guess, him doing 100 gigs. It's like, yo, I don't need y'all help. I can do this on my own. But everything else that you have dropped or collabed on has not hit the mark. So is it
Mhm.
really you, or do you need the help of the machine that's been doing this for your whole career?
Facts. Crazy. Well, we're gonna see how this thing ends up, man. If you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the Geek Salad
Yes.
Podcast channel. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Arya the King.
I'm G, the bearded one.
All right, see y'all next time, man.